Hey y'all, I would like to title this sermon, Don't Count Your Chickens Before They Hatch. That's what I want to title the sermon. Y'all, where do we start this sermon? Let me see. Yeah, all things money, right? All right, first of all, we just went to Chick-fil-A. We're on our way to work. We just went to Chick-fil-A. We spent $7.61 on a vanilla cold brew and a chicken biscuit. Second of all, we got back into yoga yesterday. Today will be our second day because we're trying to go every day because, y'all, we have Morocco coming up where I will be going to a yoga retreat and I want to feel bendy and stretchy. Yesterday's yoga class taught me something. I am not bendy and I am not stretchy. And all my body be getting in the way from a good bend and stretch. All my body. My stomach body, my thighs body, and my booty body. I'd be like, what? Even this, like my arms, like y'all getting in the way from me doing my things. So I'm very excited to follow my journey and see my progress because there's so much progress to be had, which is an exciting thing. And then also, it just reminds you, do not take for granted what you have today. Don't take any of it for granted. Please don't. Please don't. Praise it all. Count it's all joy. Please do. Please do. And I say that because when I used to do yoga before the pandemic, before the shutdown, there were so many poses that I could just easily do that I didn't think nothing of. I just thought that that's what I can do. I can do that, period. Like, I don't even need to practice. I don't even need anything. I can just do it. Y'all, the test results show that was a lie. I cannot just do it. I can't. So, it reminds me of back in the day. Remember back in the day, y'all, especially you ladies, and you thought that you needed to lose weight, right? And so you was like, oh, I need to lose weight, go on a diet, do this, do that, do this. And then you look back today at those pictures of back then and you be like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe that I thought I was overweight, that I thought I had something to lose, that I thought, like, you look back at those pictures like, if I could be then, now, the praise songs I would sing. So it reminds me of that. So that's why even with today, it's like, yo, I am so grateful for all of this. I am so happy and I am filled with so much appreciation for all of this as it is, as we strive for better. But we are not going to sit here and curse ourselves for today. It's all good. It is all good. Okay. The other thing is this. So, because I'm going to be super committed to my yoga journey and my yoga practice, I went ahead and signed up for monthly unlimited classes. And I believe with those classes, I get to bring a guest. I got to look into that. Like, how often can I bring a guest? Because y'all know my number one guest is Jay the Bay. So he's my number one guest. But I need to look into that. So anyways, I'm paying $180 a month. And it allows you to freeze 1 month, but you have to give them like a month's notice, right? And even if you cancel, you have to give them a month's notice. So the thing about it is next month, this September, I'm going to be gone practically the entire month. So I went in yesterday to freeze September. And so they did that. So I was like, okay, great. Because technically it's not a clean 30-day notice. We are a little after 30 days, but they still honored it. So I was happy about that. So that was a win. Now, let me tell you why I say don't count your chickens before they hatch. This is also why I believe in doing month-to-month budgets. I know that there's some philosophies out there that do the budget for the whole year, but my thing is this. Things change month to month. And if you are not doing your budget month to month, you are not maximizing your income. You're not using your income to its fullest potential. Okay. When I think of the year budget, what happens if a big expense pops up during that year? I'm not a big fan of saying, well, that's why we're going to save up all this extra money just in case. No, just know what's coming down the road in the moment and make adjustments in the moment. That's what I think. Also, with the year, you may think that it's a foregone conclusion that you're going to bring in X amount of dollars. Well, what happens if life changes, if layoffs happen, if you move jobs, if you make more money? Like, just month to month. That's my thing, right? I think that it's often enough, but not too often. Like, we're not doing it by the week or bi-weekly, even though we do, because of those of us who are obsessed with our money, we like to look at it. So we will go back every paycheck or whatever and do what we do. But the month is the minimum I think that you should do by the month. So y'all, I'm supposed to have a tenant moving in because a lot of you know that I house hack. I rent out rooms in my home. I have 4 spare bedrooms free to be rented out. And so that's what I do. I do student interns, so I don't do long-term rentals. I'm not interested in renting to adults. I'm not interested in having somebody live with me for long periods of time thinking that they own the house and thinking that they make the rules. I'm not interested. So we do student rentals, interns. So I have another batch of interns about to come in, and one of my people's coming in this weekend. So I'm having the house cleaned because I have 2 who have left or are in the process of leaving, because I don't want to spend any of my good precious time cleaning. I got other things to do, y'all. I got books to write. I got yoga to practice. I have videos to edit. And so because I don't want to spend any of that precious time cleaning, I hire the cleaners to come out to get the house ready for the next batch. And so that is how much they cost? $180 maybe? Might be $180. So I think that's $180 that I'll be paying extra. That's I normally don't pay. So it's like, is the first question, ask yourself, if somebody could hire you for something, would you do it for $180? So that's the first question I ask myself. Is $180 enough for me to say, keep my money and hire myself and do the job myself? Or can I make more money doing other things and outsource that role? And so for me, of course, I'm outsourcing because I can make more money doing other things. I can make more money by getting videos out there, YouTube videos. I can make more money eventually by getting a book out there, right? And I tried cleaning before. Jay convinced me. We had a party once and he convinced me that I could do the cleaning myself. And I was like, you're right. Yeah, I spent all day long cleaning. What 2 to 3 professionals can do in a matter of hours, I'm not trading my time to do for no. So that's what's happening with that. But again, this title of the sermon, don't count your chickens before they hatch, because all of the eggs may not make it. A fox might get in the hen house. Something may happen, a tornado, a hurricane, a blizzard, I don't know. But anyways, so the one guy who's coming in and renting a room all the way till December, as I do my budget monthly, like right now I have August's budget, I have September's budget, and I have October's budget in place. Then I make adjustments when the month comes up. I go back in and I finalize those budgets. So of course in September and October I have his money, I have his rent money factored into my income. Well, he just learned that his internship is actually going to take place closer to Baltimore, Maryland than here. And he was asking me about that, like about the commute. And I'm like, baby, that commute, you can commute an hour and a half to 2 hours a day. No, actually 3, because that's one way. 3 to 4 hours a day commuting. I said, that's not worth it. I said, if I was you, I would get back with the student intern services and see if they can find you another location, a better placement, either that or if it's possible for them to switch your work detail. And so he just got back to me and he said that they are going to find him a closer location to live for that assignment. So you know what that means. I had to go back into my budget and take away his rent. The fall season, the fall winter season is a slower season, so it's not, the chances are a little lower that he will be, the chances are a lot lower, not a little, the chances are a lot lower that his slot will be filled by somebody else. Usually for the fall winter season, I may have one person right now to room. So that's what that is. But it's okay. I'm like, you know what? Again, we not dependent on the money, so it's all good. And two, I want everybody to have a good life. I want everybody to win. And if he had to live with me and then commute way out there, that is not winning. I remember when I used to live in Maryland, but I used to work out this area and I had a regular gas car. It used to cost me, back in those days, I don't even know what gas is anymore. Tesla, we don't know what gas is. But it used to cost me $800 to $900 a month filling up in gas. I used to have to fill up every 2.5 days. I remember that. It was one of the driving decisions as to why I moved closer to work. Even though people at that time was like, oh look, $4.29 and $3.99. That's the rate of gas right now. But people used to say, oh, but it costs so much more to live in Virginia than to live in Maryland. Well, not when I factored in gas and not when I factored in my time. And now that I also rent out rooms, I actually make more money living in Virginia than I did in Maryland because a lot of the internships are not in Maryland. His case is a very rare and unique case. And even then, I don't live close to wherever he's going to be interning, when I was living in Maryland. So there's that. But like I said, in all things you do in life, you really have to look at your own life and you have to adjust and do what works best, what makes sense for you. I do the credit card hacking thing. That's not going to be the best thing for everybody. But for me it is, because y'all know I'm a obsessed traveler. So, you just got to really do what works and what's best for you strategically. So that is my lesson right there. But here's the other thing though, y'all. I've been getting emails from recruiters in my professional inbox. And remember I told you guys, I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but I never ever really look for a job. I never look for jobs. Jobs always look for me, right? But a lot of times when I get with a company, I become super loyal because I just don't like change all that much. And so therefore I like to stay where I like to know my guarantees. Where I work now, I know my guarantees. I know how laid back it is. I know my hours. I know what's expected of me. I know I can go on vacations and nobody cares, and I know my job is pretty secure for the most part, as secure as a job could be, right? And when you go to other places, it may not be as that simple. Sometimes you get to another place, but you don't know the culture of the environment. You don't know, are the people who work there, are they really happy? What's the drama? All workplaces have their own form of drama, their own brand of drama, right? So therefore, that's why I like to, when I'm someplace and it's fairly decent and I'm being treated well and I'm being paid well, I just stay until it's time that I can't stay anymore. But anyways, I've been getting emails from a company that's been trying to recruit me. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all this because I don't think I'm gonna go over there unless I have to. But as for now, I don't. Guess how much they are offering your girl? $230,000 a year. I can tell y'all that because it ain't my job, right? I don't tell y'all what I make now, but you kind of know everything that I make when we add it all up after taxes, right? But you don't know before taxes. So anyways, $230,000 a year to do exactly what I'm doing now, which is pretty much nothing. $230,000. I was like, yo. So what that tells me right now is that's the going rate on the market. And I do make a good income. I really do. I'm in the twos. but I don't make that. And so it's kind of inspiring me to brush up on some of my skills, some of the things that these companies and that these new opportunities claim they're looking for. And I say claim because every time I've been on interviews, they will say, do you know how to do this, that, and this? And you'd be like, yay, yay, or nay. But then you get on the job and realize that they're not even in a position to do any of the things that they claim they're looking for. But just in case, I am kind of a little bit inspired to learn some new skill sets. Because even though I can retire at some point, I don't have to retire, especially when a job is not taking that much from me and is paying money like that. So I'm like, whoa, okay, 230, I see you. That's inspiring to me. What else? I have another thing I want to talk about, but we'll save that for another video because y'all done turned like the light. This camera's probably about to overheat and cut off. So I will talk to y'all in another video. Thank y'all so much for being here. I think I got everything. We're getting Hawaii together. I just signed up for some free Pearl Harbor tours yesterday on the USS Arizona, which they put out tickets, I think, 56 days before the date you want. So last night at 9 p.m. was when tickets were released. So I got that for us. Happy about that. And everything's coming together. I still got to get a hotel room. We still got to rent a car. Those are the last two pieces for our Hawaii trip. Then I got to start doing research on Morocco to see what I may want to see while there, excursions I may want to take, things like that. But that's where we're at now. And next year, 2024, I think we're going to do staycations and touring around America instead of doing a lot of other vacations. I say that, but I don't really mean that. But that's going to be the goal. But like I said, if something pops up that I want to go to and it's a good deal, I'm definitely going to go. But I think my concentration is going to be more going to all the states that I've never been to, because I want to do all of that, and Puerto Rico, doing a family trip to Puerto Rico. I think that's going to be 2024. Yes, this is how far ahead I start thinking about the next year and the vacation lineup. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Thumbs up. Talk to me. Subscribe. You're done.